Sewa bleach. What are you waiting for? Can't you see your brain? Sewa bleach, Sewa. I struggle with low self-esteem.
Sewa from the Western region talks about her struggle with low self-esteem due to societal beauty standards favoring light skin. I think her performance was great. Her storytelling was on point. Most of us could relate with what she was saying, and it was very engaging. I'd love to see more of her next week.
No, I can't do this anymore. I'm tired. Depression is my daily bread. Loneliness has gotten the better part of me.
Now Ayele did not also come to disappoint. She educated us on the awareness of sexual harassment. I love the way she carried herself on stage. She was bold, she was confident. I felt her emotions on stage, and I can't wait to see her next performance next week as well. So keep voting for her as she advocates and measures to eliminate this issue.
My name is Dr. Simsima, and I'm your host for today. Are we ready for today's anonymous question?
Sansima, the ever beauty gorgeous. It was such a sad moment for me because at the end of it, she was evicted. Guys, can you imagine? Yes, she was evicted and it was so sad. Anyway, I really love her energy on the stage. Her style was very beautiful. However, I would have loved to see more of her, but she was evicted. And I was thinking she should have been in a doctor's coat though.
Let me talk to you. I had a friend just like yours. She was vibrant and all over the place. Wanted to live a lavish life without going through the right ways. So she decided to embark on a journey. You sit, I'll tell you the rest.
Salom from the Volta region, on the other hand, highlighted the widely recognized social pressure on individuals, particularly women, since it was the theme for that night was today's women. So her story around it was very catchy. However, I think she had a very good concept for the theme though. But I think when she was sharing her message, she should have at least paused when she was emotional and also continue. Although she was eloquent, I hope she delivers like well next week because she's full of energy and I really love her smile too as well. Kudos to Salom.
Develop courage by being happy every day, but surviving difficult times and challenging adversities. 9 years ago was the most difficult period in my life.
Aduanenge, also from the Upper East region, informed us about the importance of girls' education, prioritizing their education and thriving for a brighter future. She nailed it, and I loved her calmness, her poise, and she delivered to me because her story was emotional and motivation too as well. We can all learn from it.
My young self 9 years ago felt worthless, depressed, insecure about my looks, had no confidence and constantly compared myself to others. All this because I could not identify myself.
Titiaka from the Savannah region also emphasized on the importance of self-awareness, which is self-identity. And she delivered. I loved her beautiful costume. I loved her story around the theme, and I think I love to see more of her next week. So guys, vote.
Ramadan, shisha, cocaine, weed, and glue. We did it all. After losing my friend Amma to an overdose, I was caught and expelled from school. Frustrated and contemplating suicide, I was cold yet told there was nothing warm to hold, so my arms I fold, one rope, no hope and nowhere to go.
Nura, as usual, she did not come to disappoint. She delivered on the drug use and habits among young individuals. I loved her style of her costume. I felt connected during her speech, and she do. So I wasn't surprised when she was awarded most eloquent because the girl deserved it.
13 years at the park, asked the mother, "Mommy, what is the meaning of sex?" Adiba,
Abra kitty. What does that say there? Come, what's not say? Her mother said.
Now let's talk about Kwatima, representing the Bono region. She decided to throw light on teenage pregnancy, and first of all, I think her choice of color was dope. She looked elegant in her costume. Her story was educative, engaging, and entertaining as well. And please, let's all vote for her because Pageant Police is voting for her, so you should.
Dear parents, please develop a good relationship with your children. Pay attention to what they share with you so that they can be confident enough to tell you exactly what they are going through.
Now that is me, hawking on the streets of Accra, specifically Kantamanto. Oh, Rollins Park. The good news is that it's on this same street that I developed my braiding skill, which today has become my career.
The last delegate to swift our feet was a free from the Eastern region, where she emphasized on the importance of young people realizing, like, choosing their career path in terms of the soft skills and the profession and all that. I think she was calming, she was wonderful with her storytelling, was engaging, using herself as a case study was marvelous. Kudos to her. And in all, you guys could attest that these beautiful 9 ladies did well, but it was really unfortunate 2 had to go, and the delegates that went home, it was so emotional that day because I was very sad watching from my end. And you know guys, if you don't vote, that's what happens, so keep voting for them.